What's going on, everybody? You always see me with my blue coat. This is crazy. You're going to think like this is like the only thing that I own, but we live in Iowa and it's freezing cold. And there is Thomas just hanging on the back of a chair looking like he's probably going to tip over. No big deal. Wouldn't be the first time that he's happened to just fall over. Right, guys?
Don't get me in here.
So here's the deal. I told you I was going to come live with a series of videos, and I want to talk about how you talk to your children about things that would be very, very fun for them, okay? A lot of times, parents feel like they bribe their kids. Like, oh, well, if you do this, then we'll all do this, okay? And you're probably thinking like, oh, should I bribe my kids? It feels like bribing. I just want them to like do it without me having to bribe or me having to reward or all that kind of stuff. So here's the deal. And I'm going to walk out here. I'm addicted to McDonald's iced tea, by the way, just so you know. This is where I'm heading. I'm going to McDonald's, getting some iced tea. I just made a killer post 2 minutes ago about Annika making some cookies as well. But okay, so here's what you do on how to reward your children with something fun, how you say it, how you talk at it so that it doesn't feel like a bribe and so that it isn't a bribe, okay? Here we are, we're back. I don't know why it cuts out like that. I apologize. So we were talking about how to reward your children without it being a bribe. So here's the deal. Today, we as a family love the movie Jumanji. I think it's hilarious, the new one with The Rock and Kevin Hart and all that kind of stuff. So Greta and I, we got tickets for me and her and the four bigs, as we call them, to go see Jumanji. Now, we hadn't told the kids, but here's what I told the kids. I got them and I said, hey kids, we have something special this afternoon. If we get everything done that we need to do, then we'll be able to go see Jumanji. And everyone's like, yeah, they're all excited. And Peter, so one of Peter's he's a special child. He's just a little distractible and just lives in another world a little bit sometimes. And so I said, Peter and Andrew, you're going to go clean the basement. And of course, Peter's immediately starts to goof off. And so I'm trying not to shake the camera here. I apologize. Peter immediately starts to goof off. And so I told Peter, I said, Peter, I would hate for you to lose the privilege of going. Because you know what? Going to the movie theater to see a movie is a mature boy's privilege. And I really hope that you show the maturity to go to the movie with the rest of the family. I would hate for you to lose the privilege of going because you're not showing the maturity to go, because it takes maturity in order to go to the movie theater. Okay? So I completely put the burden on him, and I completely described the type of person that gets to go to the movie theater. And so I want Peter to think in his mind, hey, this is the type of person that goes to the movie theater. Okay, I should be like that type of person, so I get to go to the movie theater. Now, I could have said, if you don't clean up, you're not going. Okay, that's what you want to avoid. That doesn't influence anybody, okay? That's the authoritative, threatening parent. That is what we want to not be, okay? We just simply put it out there. We just say, hey, listen, it's a mature thing to go to the movies, and if you act mature, you'll get to do that, and if you don't, you won't. Boy, can't wait to see how you'll react. Can't wait to see which one you are. I wonder if you're the mature one or the immature one that won't get to go. I don't know, I hope so, because popcorn sure is good. And then the cards fold how they may, and you know what? The ball is in his court. And if he doesn't get to go or doesn't do what he wants to do, he has no one to blame but himself, right? I'm not the bad guy. I just said, hey, look, here's what it takes to go to the movies, and explained it to him, and he gets to choose his adventure. And we've had many times where he has chosen, subconsciously to not be mature, and he then doesn't get to, partake in a privilege because that privilege was for mature people, and clearly he wasn't that day. So talk to your children that way. Just say, hey, this is a mature person's experience. I hope that you're mature, and here's how you would be and show maturity. But this is what's required to do that. And you just, very third party, it's not, hey, I'm the authority, you're the child, you're going to obey me, do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that. And life will go so much better. You will influence them to become and do and think for themselves what you want. You're the person there just simply very plainly encouraging him and reminding him the stakes of the game, right? It's like a referee on a football field. Referee doesn't make or break the game. He's not the bad guy. He simply just watches what other people do and says it was good or bad, or there's a penalty or there's not a penalty, right? That's the idea. That's the focus of being an influencer parent. So put the ball on their court, explain to them what they need to do, and be prepared to carry out whatever they end up choosing by their behavior. So I hope that helps. Go out and influence someone today. Share your referral link, by the way. We got such big plans for influencer parenting, and it's a great way to get your monthly subscription paid for. And we also need to figure out a time where I go live to answer questions. So you can make those comments as well below. But comment, like, share, post lots of stuff. We love answering questions in the group. Yeah, I need a large unsweet iced tea, and that's all.
107 at your first window.
There's my iced tea addiction. All right, I got to go. See you. Bye.